Hello everyone. Today's discussion on constitutional, statutory and non-statutory bodies. This topic is very important for civil services main exam and state PCS exams both. Um, this topic belongs to General Studies paper 2. Firstly, you know constitutional, statutory and non-statutory bodies. Constitutional, statutory and non-statutory bodies play vital roles in shaping the administrative landscape of India and supporting its democratic framework. However, they differ in terms of their formation, rules, and functions. In the past decade, there were instances of opposition, voices, both at the union and state levels, not only questioning the policies of government but also raising concerns about the reputation, autonomy, and integrity of constitutional bodies. For example, the recent debates around the trainees IAS Pooja Khedkar case, the discussions around the 2024 elections, and on Section 7 of the Reserve Bank of India Act. In this context, it is crucial to understand the role and significance of these institutions, leading to fundamental questions. What are constitutional bodies? How do they differ from statutory and non-statutory bodies? Why are these institutions essential to a functioning democracy? There are two types of constitutional bodies or institutions in India: constitutional bodies and non-constitutional body. And they are defined as statutory body and non-statutory bodies. Statutory body divided in two parts: regulatory and quasi-judicial body. Now study one by one. Firstly, let us take constitutional bodies. Constitutional bodies are institutions or authorities whose powers, duties, and structures are explicitly defined in the Constitution. Their roles extend beyond mere administrative functions, as they are designed to serve as checks and balances on governmental paper. For example, election commissions, public service commission, financial commission, controller and auditor general, attorney general, advocate general, national commission for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, national commission for minorities. These bodies are designed to protect democracy by ensuring transparency, fairness, and accountability. For example, CAG audits government expenditures and ensures financial accountability. Constitutional bodies also promote accountability by ensuring merit-based recruitment in civil services through public service commissions like the UPSC. These bodies also oversee the fair distribution of financial resources between the center and state through the Financial Commission, thereby supporting the federal structure. In addition, institutions like the National Commission for Scheduled Tribes and National Commissions for Backward Classes help promote equality and social justice by protecting vulnerable groups. Challenges faced by constitutional bodies. The constitutional foundation of these bodies ensures stable governance, as they cannot be easily dissolved or manipulated by the government of the day. This independence prevents undue political interference in crucial areas such as elections, auditing, and civil service appointments. However, the relationship between constitutional bodies and the government is complex and often fraught with challenges. One of the most significant challenges these bodies face is maintaining independence and impartiality, especially when facing political pressures. For instance, Article 324 of the Constitution states that the election commission shall consist of the Chief Election Commissioner and as required other election commissioners as appointed by the President. This provision is subject to any laws enacted in this regard by Parliament. However, the Constitution does not outline a formal legislative process for the appointment of the Chief Election Commissioner and other election commissioners. In the absence of formal procedure defined by parliamentary law, the responsibility of appointing the Chief Election Commissioner and other election commissioner has been rested with the President. The only established process involves the Law Ministry preparing a list of potential candidates, which is then forwarded to the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister in turn recommends a candidate to the President for appointment. Next is non-constitutional bodies. Firstly, you know what is non-constitutional bodies. Institutions or organizations that are not included in the Constitution or do not have a constitutional standing are referred to as non-constitutional bodies. As a result, non-constitutional bodies may be established by the statute and executive order known as the statutory and non-statutory bodies, respectively. For example, the National Human Rights Commission, NHRC, Niti Aayog, National Institution of Transforming India, Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, TRAI, and other area. A few examples of non-constitutional bodies. National Human Rights Commissions, Central Information Commissions, ये बोर्ड में आपके सिंबल्स हैं, आपको मालूम होना चाहिए. सेबी, सिक्योरिटीज एंड एक्सचेंज बोर्ड ऑफ इंडिया, दीज आर नॉन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल बॉडीज ऑफ इंडिया. Now let us start statutory bodies. Apart from constitutional bodies, there are statutory bodies that play a vital role in strengthening our democracy. Statutory bodies are institutions established by an act of parliament or state legislature deriving their authority from legislation rather than directly from the Constitution. Some example of statutory bodies like is Security and Exchange Board of India, National Green Tribunal, NGT, the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India, the Central Vigilance Commissions, CVC, the University Grant Commission, UGC, the National Commission for Women, NCW, the Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, TRAI, and RBI, Reserve Bank of India. These bodies play a vital role in implementing policies, providing regulatory oversight, and addressing sector-specific challenges. Their importance lies in their ability to tackle complex issues related to governance, regulation, and development across various sectors. However, created with specific objectives, statutory bodies bring a specialized expertise to areas that require focused regulation and governance. For example, SEBI. SEBI regulates the securities market, ensuring investor protection and maintaining market integrity, while the NGT enforces environmental protection laws addressing critical issues like climate change. In sectors like insurance, the ILDA, IRDAI play a key role in plays a key role in overseeing the industry and safeguarding the interest of policyholders. Statutory body also ensure accountability by holding individual and organizations responsible within their respective domains. The CBC, for instance, investigate corruption in public administration, contributing to transparency and ethical governance. Through their regulatory functions, statutory bodies help maintain order, protect public interests, and support the effective implementation of policies across various sectors. These bodies are flexible as their mandates can be adjusted through legislative amendments to address emerging challenges. They promote sector-specific development like the UGC regulatory higher education and the NCW advocating for women's rights. Statutory body bridge gaps left by constitutional provisions, effectively managing industries and welfare schemes not explicitly covered by the Constitution. They also ensure fair practices in business, such as the Competition Commission of India (CCI), which promotes competition and prevents monopolies, enhancing public welfare bodies like the Food Safety and Standards Authority of India regulate food safety standards, while the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights safeguards child welfare. In newer and more complex areas like telecommunication and digital transactions, bodies like the Telecom Regulatory Authority of India (TRAI) and the RBI provide necessary regulation and monitoring to ensure transparency and consumer protection. Statutory bodies are often referred to as non-constitutional or extra-constitutional bodies. They are established through legislative statutes or executive regulations and play essential roles in governance by providing specialized expertise, implementing policies and overseeing specific sectors. Non-statutory bodies non-statutory bodies, which means these bodies are established by the government with an executive order or decision of government order. In other hand, non-statutory bodies, also known as the executive or advisory bodies, are organizations or committees that are established by an executive order or administrative resolution rather than by an act of parliament or state legislature. They are created for specific purposes and may not have a legal framework backing them, as is the case with statutory bodies. Despite this, they play a vital role in governance, policy formulation, and providing expert advice in various fields. These bodies are flexible and can be established rapidly to handle urgent matters, offer policy recommendations, or oversee special initiatives. Examples include the planning commissions, replaced by Niti Aayog, task forces, and expert committees created to address contemporary challenges like social development or economic reform. Non-statutory bodies also promote innovation, transparency, and accountability, often involving diverse stakeholders from civil society, academia, and industry in the decision-making process. Their temporary nature allows them to focus on specific missions such as infrastructure, development, or responding to health crisis, and they dissolve once their goals are achieved. Key examples include Niti Aayog, the National Innovation Council, and the National Task Force for COVID-19. To sum up, it can be said that the constitutional, statutory and non-statutory bodies play crucial roles in ensuring good governance, accountability and transparency in different areas of government operations. While constitutional bodies uphold democratic values, protect citizens' rights and provide stability, statutory bodies bring sector-specific expertise and enforce regulation to protect public interest and promote sector growth. Non-statutory bodies, with their flexibility and specialized focus, offer quick solutions to immediate challenges and complement the work of the other governance institutions. Together, these bodies form an intricate web of checks, balances, and expertise that strengthens democracy and promotes effective governance in India. In these lectures, note that some important questions. First question is, what are the constitutional bodies and how are their power and duties defined? Important questions. Next questions, what are the challenges faced by constitutional bodies? Next questions, why is the independence of constitutional bodies important for the functioning of democracy? Next question is, what role do constitutional bodies play in ensuring stability in governance and why are they considered more stable than other types of bodies? Next question is, what are the statutory bodies and how do they differ from constitutional bodies? Important questions. Next is, what distinguishes non-statutory bodies from statutory bodies in terms of their establishment and legal framework? These are some important questions related to constitutional, non-constitutional, statutory, non-statutory bodies. This is a very important question. Now, thanks.